Now we are on number 9 on page 4. This is the G major scale, and it says AM. That means above the middle. So play from the middle to the tip, this area of the bow. Always practice upper half of the bow as an exercise before you start. So let's get all the fingers above the string ready to drop before we start. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice that when I was going down the scale, I was turning my arm before I played the 4th finger, the 4th, so always move your arm ahead of time so your 4th finger is ready to drop on the next string. Okay. Number 10, it says the G major scale with the detached bowing. Just like the previous C major scale. Okay. Set up the tempo before you start. 1 and 2 and. Very important to turn your arm before you change the string. And also the bow prepares at the same time, so you don't have to change the angle so much from the D to G string. Try to be close as possible to the next string. So always you have to have a plan how to play the next note. Okay, so if you want to play the violin well, always plan ahead of time so you know how to get to the next note. Okay, so let's go on to number 11, a song of praise. Okay, so that's above the middle again, and it says moderato, so normal speed. Okay, so it's in 3/4, so we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 at this tempo. And look at the first note. It's the pickup. It's a pickup note. So that is the 3rd beat, not the 1st beat. So you have to be careful to start on the 3rd beat, and it's on the up bow. 1, 2. Notice that you have 2 notes on the down bow and then 1 note on the up bow. So that means you have to go slow on the down bow and then faster, twice as fast on the up bow so that you can get back to where you started. Fast, slow, fast, slow, fast, fast, your up bows are fast and lighter. So it's not, you're not gonna have an accent on the up bows. Okay? Alright. So lean onto the down bow more. And you always want to feel 1, 2, 3, strong, weak, weak, strong, weak, weak in 3, 4. Okay, so let's go on to number 12, Maurice dance. It's an old English folk dance, and it says moderato again, and it's in the key of G, A-M. So that means A above, M the middle. So, and also you look at the dynamics. It's not just forte throughout. Look at the piano section and then forte again. And at the end you have a ritardando. So look at those carefully before you start. And now we're going to set up the tempo. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and ritardando at the end, and I try to play more piano in the middle by tilting my bow to the right, using less hair, and also not so much near the bridge, away from the bridge, a little bit away from the bridge, with less bow. So I chose to use the upper half of the bow, which is lighter part of the bow. Now here in the book, it says lift the bow and start down bow at the slanted lines. So lift the bow up and start down bow after that. So you can lift, when you lift, don't forget to use your pinky to lift. Press down the pinky more so you can lift up well with good balance. And then, okay, so that's how you go. Let's go on to number 13, the Fishy Scales. And it's a duet. So this one, let's start with playing with the metronome. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it says allegretto, which means moderately quick, but it's a bit slower than allegro. Allegro means fast, so it's a little bit slower than allegro. Let's just start with this tempo first. This is 90, so 90 per quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play the bottom notes now. Ready, go. number 14. These are happy days. You have a lot of eighth notes here, so think about how fast you can play those eighth notes and set up the tempo well. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and you have a pickup in the beginning, which is starting with the up bow. Don't forget to play with the up bow in the beginning. 1 and 2. Just look at those commas. Try not to connect because that's where you would breathe. So slow down the bow and make a little pause like that. So let's go on to next number, 15. Awake my soul. Okay, 1 and 2 and 3 and let's go to number 16. Should be coming round the mountain. It says below the middle. So let's try to play all these below the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. You have the left hand pizzicato here again. 3 and plus sign underneath. That means use your third finger to pluck, and then 4 with the plus sign means fourth finger. Use your fourth finger to do that. Like that. Okay. So don't forget to count the beats throughout the whole piece and set up the tempo. You can use your metronome to keep the tempo and the rests in between. Okay,